this is the main event of the evening. Championship Boxing, please welcome the first of tonight's challengers for the championship. This is the Battle of Merseyside, presenting from St. Helens, Ian Hyper Halsall. Ladies and gentlemen, entering the building, hailing from Liverpool, Phil Smith.
What? You're talking into that. Really?
Ladies and gentlemen, Manchester Sports and Entertainment Limited, in association with VIP Promotions and our main event sponsor, Sky Wheels, proudly present 8 3-minute rounds of boxing for the vacant International Bronze Masters Super Flyweight title. We are live and exclusive still on VIPBoxing.tv. The officials for this main event have been appointed by the Central Area Council of the British Boxing Board of Control, steward in charge, sitting proudly at ringside, Mr. Barry Coulson. And so, ladies and gentlemen, from the Manchester Hilton Hotel, it is showtime! Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the white, gold and black coloured shorts. At the weight he scaled 8 stone, 2 pounds. From 3 contests, he has 3 wins. Presenting from St. Helens, the undefeated Ian Hyper Halsall. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the black coloured shorts trimmed with a purple trim and white. At the weight he scaled 8 stone, 3 pounds. His excellent record this evening reads 6 contests, 5 wins with just a single defeat. Presenting from the superb city of Liverpool, Phil Smith. Timekeeper once again, Gary Grennan from Burnley. Referee in charge of the action, John Latham from Bury.
The Big Fight, sponsored by 666bet.com.
At all times. Say a break, you both break clean. Defend yourselves at all times, and best of luck to you both. Touch gloves, lads. Touch them up.
Sir, I'm from $1 Million Collar. Nice to be here with you, Josh. I'm really looking forward to this fight. Phil Smith and Ian also. Not many viewers will know the boxers amateurs. These well, Phil Smith's way. Another interesting fact. Phil's twin brother Anthony, another VIP fighter, boxed Ian 5 times as an amateur. I mean, Anthony won all 5, but all good fights. Ian, I think anyone who saw Ian know he always gives it 100%, and I say he's bringing an undefeated record tonight. I'm very interested to see how this pans out.
Yeah, it's good to see 2 fighters with, only early into the career
very competitive records going in like this, and a very competitive fight on paper.
Definitely, Josh. I'm a big believer in this. You know, matching them a few people turn their nose up high, but a lot of boxing fans want to see lads match like this pretty early. Listen, the winner, he pushes on, but it don't mean the end of the road for the loser. Listen, I think the loser to still learn from this, rather than getting a 40-36, building a load of those up on the record.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. I'm definitely both fighters can learn a lot from this, whichever way it goes, but it should shape up to be a good one. Both fighters just having a little look at each other now and just picking each other out.
Yeah, but it's cagey first round, isn't it? No one wanting to give too much away. I think HALSALL looking to establish his jab. It's a good double jab there, what's landed from Phil. Phil Smith. He's a member, he's still there now. I think as you can see here with Smogger Smith. He's a member of the Stockbridge outfit, Stockbridge ABC, and he's stayed there throughout his career, I think so. He's still in now. That's the club that's produced Rocky Fielding, who's doing very well now. It was actually the club where Tony Bellew started off before he moved on to the Rotundo, where he had most of his success, but no, a very successful club is Stockbridge.
Yeah, one that you'd always see about on the amateur circuit, always producing champions. Close round so far this opening, Ant.
Very close round, not much in it at all. You can see, like I say, both looking to establish the jab. I'd lean slightly towards Smith. He's just landed the more shots with authority behind them. It's a good right hand there from Phil Smith.
Yeah, Smith using little raiding tactics to come in, get a few shots off, and then get back on the back foot. Some good movement.
Good right hand there from Ian HALSALL. The best shot he's landed so far. I do believe, just looking at this opening round, this fight will be winning the second half of the fight.
Very good opener there.
See, close first round. I'd lean towards Phil Smith.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with you there. I'm just probably a bit busier and throwing a few more combinations, getting through with a few more as well. Didn't ship too many. Some good movement from him.
One thing I do remember about Ian HALSALL as an amateur, he was always willing to fight the best lads at his weight around the country, whoever it may be. I'm sure I remember him fighting Joe Murray when he was a top amateur, like I just said, with Smiths. I think if you look through his amateur career, he got him with absolutely all of them.
And that's a good trait for a fighter to have.
Very
just being
good,
able
yeah.
to step up to the plate to whoever, don't matter who the name is.
And what it's nice to see, like I say, he lost some of those amateur fights, but not just that, he started off now as a career, he's undefeated as a pro, so he's made a great start to his pro career.
Well, he'll have taken a lot of confidence from being in with them names, definitely.
Definitely. Phil's just got to make sure he gets his feet there. It's a good shot on the way out there from HALSALL with the right hand. Good shot.
Also just waiting a split second, waiting for Smith to come in and picking a little counter punch here and there.
I've noticed that he's looked to catch Phil Smith on the way in with the left hook. He's looking for that, he's been looking for that from early on. It's good shots from Phil Smith there. Start chopping right hand there from Smith. Combination of head and body.
And that's what his corner are trying to plead with Phil to do, for punches in bunches. Nice moving off there. Good exchange. Both lads landed there.
Also just trying to pick his punches here, staying tight and coming onto the front foot. Maybe just waiting a little bit too much for Smith to get going before he throws his own.
Maybe so, just a little bit quicker off the mat. Looking at this, whether it's also his tactics come on strong in the second half. Like I said before, I do believe the second half of this fight will be very important. Phil's just got to be careful on the way out there, just a few times. He's been caught with right hands on the way out, which HALSALL's caught him with. It's another tight round, very close round.
So it's good to see you back on the circuit, and speaking to you earlier, and you're back in doing a bit of light training now after the tragic accident what happened just before Christmas.
Of course, yeah mate, it's brilliant to be back in. Obviously I'm not boxing yet, or I can't even get in the ring with shadow boxing just yet, but it won't be long before that happens. I'm able to do stuff like non-impact stuff such as swimming, on the bike, the rowing, and also not just that, I can do my weights, a bit of strength work, core work. So it's great to be back in, and this is, like I said, this is the first show I've got to since then. It's great to be back on the circuit.
And do you think we'll get to see that world title crack later in the year?
That's the plan, mate. That's the plan. It's summertime, early summer, end of May, start of June. I really hope that can happen. I think there's a great chance it will. That's the right hand I was talking about. We've just got to be careful with Smith. He got caught again on the way out there from HALSALL, the right hand.
Yeah, also just waiting a little bit until Smith gets into range and popping that little right hand down pipe.
Yeah.
Had quite a bit of success with it so far.
That's a good shot there, I think. And that was the shot he's looking for, to drop the right hand over. Good screw shot in the middle as well there.
Some good lateral movement from Smith, just sometimes leaving his hands down a little bit too much and getting caught with some shots on his way back up.
Phil Smith's always had nice skills, lovely skills. He's just got to watch it here on the way out, like I say. He was on the end of Ian's long arms. Good left hook on the way in though there from Ian also. It's I certainly say the boxing skills are with Phil Smith. But he's just got, like you say, he's just got to switch on his way out. He's been a little bit busier at the minute, but he's just got to switch on and not be getting caught on the way out and getting that good work cancelled out.
Oh, it's great right hand from HALSALL. Just timed it then, and he led with the right. Smith took it well.
You can see there, like you say, they had the boxers amateurs and they're very evenly matched, aren't they? Very evenly matched so far.
I think, like you say, and I think the more this fight goes on into later rounds, I don't know if these lads have done 8 rounds before, so it'll be interesting to see who's got more in the tank.
Who handles it better? Good shot. Left hook.
Both lads getting a bit of success in that exchange there. There's very little to split them so far. Very little to split them so far. There is.
Yeah, Smith's making. He's coming forward and throwing a lot in the first exchange, and then also cancelling it out when Smith's trying to get out of there by some sharp, straight counter punches.
Yeah, I think that's to say what the corner and pleading with him there. They're not there pleading with him not to throw singles. He's got to throw punches in bunches. The main thing for me now for Phil, he's doing that well. He's just coming out. He's got to make sure defensively he's switched on. It's another tight round. It depends what you're looking for. How you score these, you could score them either way.
Don't forget to let us know how you're seeing the fight. VIP Boxing TV, and use the hashtag VIP Boxing Live. Myself and Josh Warrington and Nicola commentating on the British Masters Super Flyweight title tonight here at the Manchester Vegas show. Been quite an entertaining one so far, Ant.
Yeah, as like I say, this fight, I think like you say, I knew this was going to be a well-matched fight, and that's how it's proven. I'm really, really, really looking forward to how this fight's going to pan out now from rounds 4 onwards.
10 seconds, corners.
I think also who needs a pat on the back here is Steve Wood, who's matched 2 of his own fighters, and I know he certainly didn't want to commentate here he didn't want to show any bias here of any kind, but it's great that he's put 2 of his own lads, with good lads together, like I say, with good records. He's put them together, and like I say, too many people write off the loser of one of these fights. For me, they're both going to learn a great deal from this.
And they can come back as well.
Exactly. Good shot, good right hand.
Yeah, Smith just landed it right there and got out there. I do like the way that Smith comes in. He comes in at a different angle every time. Goes his shots, and there's always the combinations are always got different.
Nice and busy, yeah. Right, he switches from head to body. Nice switches, trying. I think that's for me. That's just what I've leaned to. That's what I'm favouring, just slightly. But it's very close. There's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. But I am just leaning slightly towards Phil Smith's work, the variation in his work. But that's what he's got to watch for again, that right hand. He's come back well there.
Stay low as you're going out with your hands tight.
Yeah, also just staying tight and plodding forward, looking for them that right hand counter, which he's had quite a bit of success with so far. Not doing too much with it this round though.
I definitely do think, looking at this round, that is in HALSALL's plan to try and come on and strong in the second half of the fight.
I think for me though, this round Smith's just been the busier fighter. His movement's been brilliant in this round, and
yeah, it's definitely. I do think this has been Phil Smith's round. I think that was a good right hand there though. He's just got to be careful coming in. Very good feet, like I say, coming from a great amateur club like Stockbridge, very well schooled. That stood him in good stead all throughout his career, amateur and pro, and you can see he's kept that good feet.
Yeah, he took a few there at end, this Smith, but looked like he upped his gear there, upped his movement and threw a lot more punches, so I'd have to give that round to Smith there.
I agree there. I just, like I say now, I think Ian HALSALL knows he's got to have a good second half of the fight. I've said I believe that's his plan. It'll be interesting to see now if we can carry it out. So Josh, we talked about me a little bit earlier. Do you want to let the viewers know a little bit more what your plans for 2015 are?
Well, I'm 3 weeks today. We're out in Berlin on the Paul Smith Half Abrams
10
rematch.
seconds, corners.
And then 10 weeks today we're over in Leeds in a world title eliminator. So keeping busy
Seconds
already
out.
in 2015.
Round 5.
Great start to 2015.
Yep.
How you scoring it?
Really slightly leaning towards Smith, which is very, very close. It's very close. Yeah, we just said, yeah, very close.
Already going into the second half of the fight now.
Ian, we said earlier, he's from the fighting town of St Helens. We've got one of the very own fighting for a world title in a few weeks in Martin Murray. Obviously, it's a massive ask for Martin, but looking at him recently, it's a job he's certainly up for against Kennedy Golovkin.
Yeah, Golovkin, obviously, as we know, he's a very dangerous man at this moment in time, but you know, Martin's got a bit of a chance there to go out there and do the business.
I think one thing that's very good about Martin is that he's always raised his game. The better the opponent raises his game, and that's certainly something he'll need to do on February 21st, and hopefully he will do.
Obviously on that same night, and we've got Paul Smith out there open. Well, he's got his second crack at the world title. I think he can go out and do the business. Have you seen him in camp much or all that?
Yeah, obviously I've not been in the gym too much lately because of what's happened. But speaking to him, it's a fight he can't wait for. He's very confident, very, very confident of becoming world champion this time. Like you say yourself on it, and there's going to be great support from out there, great British support. With hopefully some of the Leeds faithful of yours can get behind him, and he'll feel like he's back home rather than over in Germany. A great little exchange here on the inside. Then we can hear Phil Smith's corner, telling him not to be throwing singles, on everything in bunches.
Go again, Phil, go again. Come on, go again.
I think I might give that round to Ian HALSALL. Very close, not much in it again like most of the rounds, but I'm going to sway to Ian HALSALL that round there.
Yeah, both. All the rounds have been very tight, and I mean, for me, I'd have to agree with there. HALSALL just catching Smith on with a few little counter punches, or as Smith were leaving, he'd done his work, but leaving with his hands down and getting caught with some straight shots from HALSALL.
The straight shots from HALSALL have been good throughout this fight. I just feel like for him to be up, we just need to see a little bit more variation in the way, but his straight shots have been very good.
It'd be interesting now if we see one of the fighters just really try to take charge of this fight and set it up a gear.
Corners.
I think if we do this round now is a big round for him.
Seconds
Remember,
out.
I've got Smith
Round
a few
6.
rounds up. But obviously, HALSALL coming off that last round, he's going to want another big round here. If he does take this round, it sets up nicely for a big finish.
I'll say it again, and it's great to watch two fighters with you know, so little experience getting in with competitive records, because it makes great fights like this, so competitive and great to watch.
It makes that so much better for the fans to watch. So we all understand it's part of the apprenticeship to have a few sort of learning jobs, as they say. But I think fights like this, you learn so much more from. And I think that's the way boxing is going to come. I think it's slowly becoming that. I think one of the days, I think maybe it's gone before me and you started, where there was 20 learning fights. That doesn't happen no more.
No, I remember watching you against Gary Sykes in the English title and British title eliminator.
Yeah, and that was, I think, about 14 fights, And I said, I don't think it done any of us any harm whatsoever. And that's the one I lost that night, but I don't believe it. For me, it was a big turning point in my career. Yeah. So obviously the night, as gutted as it was, I wouldn't change that.
Phil's lateral movement, it's just slowed a little bit. He did really static.
Good right hand over the top there. He's been looking for that a lot this round, this Phil Smith. He's looping the right hand over. Again, it's so tough to separate these two, isn't it?
Yeah, they're both throwing a lot of punches, but both connecting with a lot of punches as well, so it's just which one do you favour?
Goes one way than the other. Both fighting down on the gum shield there. That was a tough round, that.
I think boxing skill went out window then. Both looking to turn into a bit of a street fight towards the end of it.
HALSALL's cut there over the right eye. Whether that was through a punch or a clash of heads, I'm not too sure. It's hard to see now how bad the cut is. It's hard to see from here. Hopefully it won't affect what's been a very close, evenly matched fight so far. Don't know if it's head clash or what, it's very hard to say.
I think we were just hearing from the referee then that it was a clash of heads.
10 seconds, corners. Seconds out, round 7.
It'd be interesting to see if Smith goes out and tries targeting the cut.
As well, yeah. I do think tonight has half been a battle of the jabs, and it being so close, that's better work from Phil Smith there, up and down again. But it's been a battle of the jabs, but there hasn't been a winner in that battle.
No, not at all.
Both are having success with it.
One good thing about this fight so far, it's been a real clean one when the referee hasn't had to get involved too much at all.
Very little to do. Other than the clash of heads there at the end of the last round. Very accidental. Good body shot there. I feel this fight sort of in man, I just feel like Phil Smith's just showing that little bit more sort of determination, biting down the gun and just letting his hands go a little bit more.
Trying to force the fight a little bit more, isn't he?
I feel that.
the fight is so close to this. You've just got to look at little things like that, and you know, both have landed with a lot of punches. Both have thrown a lot of punches. It's just a little classy of things, and who's been forcing the fight a little bit more.
But like you're saying, it all depends what you favour. People might favour the nice boxing behind his jab, and Ian HALSALL, they might have Ian up. This round here, Ian just does look like he's tired a little bit. Whether he's felt a few of the body shots, I'm not sure. I just feel like he's got to land that right hand again, what he's been landing throughout the fight, to get a little bit of respect back from Phil Smith.
Yeah, the little raiding tactics have been working a lot better for Phil Smith this round. Been getting in there, throwing his little combinations and getting out there. Not letting HALSALL catch him with them counters.
Very important round in the fight, this as well. If there was a round to impose yourself, this was the round. And I feel that Phil Smith done it that round. So Josh, how have you got it going into the last?
I think I've got some rounds I couldn't split them, but I think I've got Smith up by a couple just for them. Yeah. You know, that last round and a couple of rounds ago, he just looked a little bit more dominant in there at times.
Yeah.
What about yourself, Anne?
No, I'm with you there, Josh. I just feel like there was some of the middle rounds was very close and could have gone either way. And listen, if you went the way of giving those three and also, you could easily have Ian up now. I just feel the first round for when he's had a good last round, and just like you say, I just feel now that around here now, I think Ian HALSALL needs a very big last round to win this fight. I've just got Phil a few rounds up, but he wants to keep where he's just there. He wants to keep that up the last round. Finish strong to put the decision out of question for me.
It's touch close, which has been an entertaining contest.
Save the respect between the lads.
Straight right from HALSALL connected there. Nice tight left up as well.
Yeah. Both sides have come out knowing what's at stake here.
It could come down to this last round, Dan.
I'll tell you what else as well. I certainly won't mind seeing this fight again. Yeah. I certainly won't mind seeing this fight again, and hopefully this is for the British Masters. Super flyweight over 8 rounds. So the English title becomes vacant. The winner goes on to fight for that, or if it becomes vacant, I won't mind seeing the pair of these in it for again. It's been very entertaining.
Very competitive as well.
I won't mind seeing another 2 rounds of it as well.
And when you talk about small old classics, I mean, this has been a brilliant fight, you know. Yeah. 2 competitive records, 2 competitive fighters. Brilliant pace as well, and
very good pace, very good pace. Both fights might have slowed a little bit, but it's certainly not lacking determination from them both. Good right hand. Good jab then on the way out though by HALSALL. Like you say, it swings one way then the other.
Yeah, so tight. And Smith really trying to press onto HALSALL now. HALSALL just keeps battling forward, battling on as Smith pushes forward. Both landing with clean shots in the exchange.
Right till the end.
Give us a minute. Come on, lads.
This is great action here in the last round. I just think on the inside, that's Ian HALSALL needs to be medium to long range. Inside, this is seeing Phil Smith a lot more.
Yeah, I think HALSALL's wanted to just I think he'd liked to keep Smith on just a bit out of range.
Yeah.
But Smith's worked his way in.
He's the longer reach. A good right hand on the way in though there from HALSALL. I just think Phil Smith tonight's been like a little buzzsaw, like you say, raided tactics have worked well. Not stop punching, a good body shot.
Yeah, great body shot there from HALSALL. Oh, what a fight.
Great fight.
Both fighters deserve a round of applause there. Brilliant fight. One I definitely would like to see again,
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, I won't mind seeing another 2 rounds. Like I say, if the English title becomes vacant, Central Area maybe title. It's one I'd like to see.
So after that 8th round, how do you see it going?
I think Phil Smith fights. I just feel the busier sort of the variation of the shots coming from Phil was just a little bit better. Like I say, it was very tight, but I do think Phil's definitely done enough as well, though. But it's like I say, Ian HALSALL can come again. We'll see. That might be the first defeat of his career, but he can certainly come again after a fight like that.
Yeah, definitely have to agree with you. You know, lost nothing there if that's the way the decision goes.
Yeah.
Been a hell of an experience and got them rounds in the belt. And
definitely the first 8 rounder for both lads as well. You think both corners will be anxious here, seeing how it's gone?
We'll go to Michael Pass now to wait the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we render the decision here live from the Hilton, Manchester, a round of applause, please, for both boxers in a very technical but superb fight. Ian HALSALL and Phil Smith. After 8 hard-fought rounds of boxing championship action, referee John Latham has scored this contest 77 points to 76 points for your winner. He is the new International Bronze Masters Super Flyweight Champion, hailing from Liverpool, Phil "20" Smith. And a fine effort from St. Helens in Hyper HALSALL. Current featherweight champion of Europe and top VIPboxing.tv analyst Josh Warrington, the pride of Leeds, will now present the championship belt to Phil "20" Smith.
Good battle. Yeah. So you and a few good ones. I think the most enjoyable one.
All right, Harry. I've got a blinder. 666bet. It's the new red hot betting site with the latest odds, live betting, casino. It's got the lot.
666? What kind of name's that?
It's memorable, isn't it?
What's wrong with 442?
But it's called 666bet.
451?
I think you're missing the point, Harry.
All right, I'm in. But only if it's called 433.
666bet.com. Join now for a free £66 bet.
What now?
All right, Harry, this is the big time. 666bet want you to do a TV ad for their casino games.
I don't even go to casinos.
It's an online casino, Harry. People go on the internet and play whatever they want. Roulette, slots, blackjack.
All right, I'll get the picture.
All you need to do is put on a little costume.
Costume? I ain't wearing that.
666bet.com. Join now for a free £20 play.